Betty, did you know Apex was coming to PlayStation 5 too? It's not just staying on PlayStation
Okay.
4.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anything
like that.
else?
Like,
Anything else? I think there was another one.
oh, there's a couple. There's a couple more,
Earth-shattering
but
news, says Jay Gotti.
those are just breathtaking
mm,
announcements
mm.
that we needed everybody to get. We should have opened up with that. I think they were in a tough spot. Regardless, like they kind of have to announce it. It's so popular. They just have to throw it out there. But
I can just see all the little kids like, is there gonna be Fortnite with the new PS5? Is there gonna be
they
Fortnite?
didn't announce it though. But they didn't announce it. They just didn't. I don't.
I don't know if I
Wow.
should get the new PS5 because I don't know if Fortnite will be on it.
But nope, it's there. Fortnite and Apex coming to PlayStation 5. Um,
Saved.
if anybody with common sense probably connected the dots that figured it wasn't just stopping. Live for another episode of the Good Game Report podcast. If you're listening on audio in the future, what's up? Thank you for listening. If you're watching on YouTube right now, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate that. We have a great lineup scheduled tonight. And as I mentioned, I'll be steering the ship. It's your boy Stav. Sidecar is my main man, Mendy. Mendy, can I get a euro for everybody out there?
Skirt, yeah.
Did you just throw a skirt, you're into it?
Yeah, because you said you were driving the vehicle, and you said that I was in the I'm the guy next to you, so I just want to throw a little skirt in there.
Was there something like in front of us that like we had to like turn out of the way of right there? Skirt.
It's more of like a hey, we're here, skirt. I want everybody to know
I
we're
thought
here.
there was like a banana in front of you, like a Mario Kart, where you try to jump out of the way out of it.
Not yet, but maybe later on the road we'll see that.
Maybe we'll dive into that. Let's do that again. Medi, can I get a skirt?
Skirt, yeah.
I love that. Before we get into how Mendy's weekend was, let's do a quick breakdown on what we're going to talk about tonight. PlayStation 5 basically came out and announced everything: price, release dates, and new games coming out. We'll get into all of that. Twitch made a very interesting move about ads midstream. We're going to jump into that as well. Rocket League update. It's finally here. Mendy and I are going to have a little question and answer
Finally.
segment there. We're going to talk about TikTok and the
Another thing I
state
want
of
to talk
TikTok,
about.
TikTok and what the state of it right now and what it means going forward. And then we're going to hit on some Fall Guys, a furniture company. Mendy, that's right. A furniture company we're going to dive into. So sit down and relax and get ready for that. See what I did there. And we'll talk about Nvidia and our favorite person to talk about, Ninja, of course, to help close it out. So without further ado, Mendy, how was your weekend?
It was a nightmare. It was a tough weekend, Stavi. I was kind of thinking of you about your computer problems when I was having my computer problems.
So to get into it a little bit, the reason why we are live tonight on Tuesday as opposed to Sunday was Mendy was having a little bit of not a little bit, a major bit of a computer issue. So we had to cancel Sunday night, but we're able to record and go live tonight for everybody because it got fixed. So if you want to just do a little breakdown of the pains and the highs and lows of the past 72 hours, just so everybody can get a little skirt out of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to piece it all together right now. So I turned on my computer Saturday morning, everything was fine, and then I accidentally hit shut down instead of put it to sleep because I didn't mean to shut down my computer, and then when I turned it back on, it got stuck in the BIOS. So whenever I tried to do anything, it just kept going into the BIOS. So I couldn't actually turn on my computer. It was just stuck on this like the settings screen essentially. So I talked to a bunch of people. Huge shout out to Peter. Huge shout out to the tech support people in Good Game Report. You guys helped me out a lot. Um, it ended up being like a bigger issue than we all initially thought it was. We thought it was like a Windows 10 problem, and instead, my hard drive crashed, or there was a file in there that got corrupted. Something happened where my main hard drive wouldn't work, and that was the reason why I wouldn't boot up my computer. So I'm freaking out because Cause this is my computer, man. Like I do everything on here. Game, connect with you guys, podcasts, and like recently with the podcast stuff on YouTube, it's been doing pretty well and I didn't want to miss a week, so that crushed me about not being able to do all this stuff. And long story short, took the Best Buy. I know people say don't take it to Geek Squad. I feel like you when you're like people say don't go to iBuyPower, don't buy like somebody that makes the PC. I was like, I'm at the lake, like I don't have a PC guy near me. I can't have like somebody send it to.
Not everybody has a PC guy, all right, people. Like sometimes you need to bring it to the monopolies out there, and like they have people there too. Just to let you know, not
Yeah,
everybody has an Ed that you can bring it to and get it fixed. Okay.
everybody was telling me pretty much don't do Best Buy, but I had no choice, so I brought it. I brought it to Geek Squad, and they said it seems like the hard drive was the reason why your computer won't start up. So I bought a new hard drive. They put a new piece in, and it's like nothing ever happened. They cleaned it up, and it looks brand spanking new. I should have posted pictures on the GGR Discord, but it honestly looks like a brand new PC because of how they cleaned it. And I pretty much had to re-download everything. So that's why when you guys said there was no audio, I believed it because I did everything from scratch the second I got the PC. I did all this from just downloading all the software, bringing in all the files, this and that. And also again, huge shout out to Peter helping me.
Well, first of all, I'm happy you're back up and running. As you hinted, when I packed my PC and didn't have it, I was lost. I didn't know what to do.
Were
And
you
just like
worried about it like not coming or it getting damaged, or just more worried about like how long it's gonna take?
uh so it was delayed at first, so I was worried about where it was,
Mm,
and then it was damaged, and I immediately just said, well, I'm gonna have to buy a PC regardless.
I think that was
So
a
I
good
just went
move
out
on
and
your
bought one.
part. Just go out and
I,
buy one instead of wait.
I mean, I'd still be waiting currently if I did that. So, but
True.
like, I just felt lost, and even the days leading up to my move, I was just on my laptop and I couldn't talk to you guys because my Discord wouldn't work on my laptop, and it was such a pain. And just feeling disconnected is just the worst thing. I said to you, I'd rather lose my cell phone than lose my computer currently.
Yeah, especially because we're all working from home now. It's like you don't really need to go outside. You don't really need your cell phone too much. Like all of it's on your computer now. Start the RL down. Don't worry, the RL download and those games it's been done. It's ready to go. What's up, Rhino? What's up, Jay Gotti?
We got well, like I said, I'm happy everything's up and running. Nothing like a little bath for the computer, clean it up, wash it up. Hopefully, it's good to go.
For
Um,
now, I mean, I hope so.
so if we shut down midstream, we know what happened. But I think we should be go. Glad you're up and running. Glad you're back connected to everybody.
Love
Uh,
you. Thank you.
we missed you. We missed PC Mendy. So you're back and ready to go. You did miss a weekend full of Spellbreak, which
Yeah,
which
I
which
saw.
I've been playing a lot of.
I
It's
think you're playing it later tonight, right?
I'm going to be playing it later tonight. It's interesting. It's an interesting game. Um, I think I'll save it until Sunday to kind of talk about it,
Okay.
because it has been popping up on a lot of people's streams. So we'll fit it in next week after I get a little bit more gameplay in. But it's definitely on the radar. It's fun. It's interesting. It's a little bit different. If they had building in it, it would be much better. But we'll dive in a little bit on the next show after we get some gameplay in. Uh, on my end, before we dive into the gaming news and what everybody's here for, a UPS update. Currently
Wow.
still open, but I was told everything has been approved and processed. We are just currently waiting for um, the check to be sent, and then the refund, I was told, should be here by October 6th. I just really want to close this this chapter on my life. and stop
It's been
calling UPS every
months.
day.
Wow.
But it was a good update this time, and I'm excited for the possibility of it finally being over, and I can throw away my broken monitors, I have a box, I have all the packaging still. It hasn't moved. I just don't want to touch it until it's over. But fingers
Cool.
crossed by the 6th, everything will be over and done with, and I can move on and never use UPS again.
It's that sweet check. Get yourself something nice and special. I just
Yeah.
want to say, Rhino, thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Rhino. Thank you. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm
You know what I'm
excited
excited
for you.
for?
What
I'm
are you excited
excited
for?
for gaming news. Let's dive
Let's-
right into it. Let's get the good times rolling over here. Let's get the party started. And main topic this week, PlayStation. Xbox had last week. Xbox took their first shot. PlayStation came back and fired right back at them. And they dropped prices, releases, and pre-order dates. We'll start with the price. Let's dive right into it. Same price as the Xbox, right?
They matched them up, which was pretty brilliant on their end, at least.
So I'll never say the actual price. It's $500. I will never say the actual amount that it is, which is you can say it if you want.
$4.99.
Yeah, I can't say that. It's $500. Okay,
Okay.
that's what it's gonna be.
$500. Okay.
The thing I'm interested, they have a digital edition, which is $400. Is this like everything's just online? Like, that's what I'm a little
Well, think
suspect
about it.
of.
Do you buy like PC CDs anymore? Do you buy like games with CDs for your computer?
I don't have a drive
You
to
don't even
put a
have.
CD
Okay.
in it.
Well, there you go. I think it's. I'm. When I was console, I was old school. I prefer getting the CD
I
for it.
like the hard disk.
But
Disc.
with the
I like the hard
PC
disc.
with the PC, it's like everything's at your fingertip. You can just download whatever game you want. You just pay for it right there. So
But
I can understand why they're getting rid of the drive now, the CD drive.
but where do you put it?
What do you mean?
Where do you get the digital edition of PlayStation 5? On your computer?
You mean how do you get the games?
No, so it's $400 for a digital edition of PlayStation 5.
Oh, you mean like I thought it's still the console, but
Why is it called a digital edition then? What's going on here? Don't
Wait,
throw these words at me.
chat. Can you help me out? Because now I don't know if I'm right or not.
They're saying it's still a console.
Yeah,
They're saying it's still a console.
It's still a console, but you digitally download the games through the console.
Okay, so there's no CD drive inside of it.
Yes.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Why would you buy the one that gets the hard for $100? Oh, I'm losing it.
Because this is what we were discussing earlier. You said how you like your old school. You like buying the games, like from the CD. You like buying the CD.
Here,
this shouldn't be a complex conversation, but
no, I'm fully on board now. I get it. Newsflash: why would you buy the $500 one when you can get the $400 one?
There you go.
I'm on board. Still, okay. that one messed me up. That one messed me up. I'm all in for the $400 digital edition.
Same.
And okay, Lambo hates me. Rude, but okay, fair
Shocker.
enough. No, but like at this point, like you don't need anything. Just treat it as a computer, and that's what the digital edition is basically doing to us right here.
Yes.
And you can get all these games. I mean, you should be at this point. I don't even know the last time I bought a game for my console because I've been PC for over a year now. But yeah, just get them all digitally. Save the $100, put it into controllers, headsets, or something like that. And I think you got a pretty good deal there. They knocked it out of the park.
Who's they?
PlayStation with that digital one with 400.
Hmm.
That's a huge that's a great price.
Yeah.
That's a great price.
True. I'm just
except
so lost right now.
except you'll need it. I mean, you might need one for Call of Duty and then one for everything else. So you might need to buy two if you play Call of Duty and you want to play other games.
That's a good point. Ivan wants to know if there's external storage for the PS5 and the graphic that we have is a question mark. I'm I would be damned if you can't have external memory for the PS5 because that would be a huge loss right there.
I had to delete a lot of games for PlayStation 4. I had to delete a lot, especially when I put
A25
I
is
put
tiny.
Red Dead on there. Red Dead took up so much.
GTA was also pretty high up there. You had to use 2 discs just to download that game.
It's like a downloading game and then it's a playing game. You're just like, all right,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm surprised there's a limitation to the external like storage for the Xbox X and the S. Like, why is it only 1 terabyte? Like, why can't you just throw on like a 10 terabyte
You
external?
just go back
That's
to
what I
memory
have.
cards, bro.
I have a
Just
10
bring
external one.
just bring back memory cards.
Nah, dude, you remember the floppy disk? You remember those like those square floppy disks you throw in
I used to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on a floppy disk.
on a floppy disk? Holy crap!
Yeah. Yeah, I'm old. I'm big time old.
Yeah,
I like the prices. I love it being 500. I love the digital one at 400. The release date, November 12th,
soon.
but only in certain areas. All right. It's United States, Japan, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea. So if you live anywhere outside of there,
Rip.
you can get it on the 19th. It goes out to the rest of the world on the 19th. So the 12th it hits for those countries, and then the rest of the world comes out the 19th. Pre-orders started last week though on the 17th. Basically gone everywhere you went. Basically gone everywhere. Okay, they were sold out in minutes. Who was it? I think it was Krusty. Our friend Krusty
Yeah, I
went
felt
and
bad.
he waited in line. He called ahead at like a GameStop. They said they were doing pre-orders. He waited in line, and then when he got inside, they said they weren't doing pre-orders. That's a bad move. Just be honest, say you're not doing them or something like that. But
Yeah, don't waste people's
um,
time.
pre-orders are gone. Um, I want to hit on real quick a couple things here. How do you think PlayStation handled their announcements compared to how Xbox did?
I felt like Xbox was in shambles. Like their office was on fire, and they're just like release what we can, try to build up as much hype as possible. Where PS5 was like calm, cool, collective. Okay, this is the plan we got. This is what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna send it out there.
I agree with you 100%. Xbox was forced to release all their stuff because it got leaked.
I still think that it was like an accidental leak. It was like, oh, let's send this out there to see what happens.
But they almost had to because they shot themselves in the foot with the Halo pushback. So they kind of needed to make the first move because they're already knee deep in the water when it comes to like bad press. So they needed to come out, and be the first ones on the block and just say, "What's up? I'm here." And then PlayStation, I think held their course, and they did like the Twitch announce, like they went live on Twitch, which I thought was a great move. Everybody could just see it all at the same time if you tuned in live for it. Um, I just think PlayStation just has like a path they're going down, and
Mm,
they're staying true to it and they're staying on it. Where I think Xbox kind of had to do an audible.
yeah.
Um, but I think they did the audible correct. They went first.
Hmm.
If they went second, I would say, okay, well, you messed up again.
Yeah.
But I like PlayStation. It looks very clear. It looks very, cool, calm, collected. Just stay the course. You're the mega console out of the two. Just keep doing you, and you're gonna win this battle.
Hmm.
Um, and you like the price. You like the price, right?
The price is right.
Yeah, the price is right. Great game show. Um, And the release date, they said it all along. It's going to come out, before the holidays, November 12th, November 19th, just in time for the holidays. Santa will be making a lot of PlayStation 5s, a lot of Xboxes
Mm-hmm.
coming out. Um, but everything with PlayStation that they announced with price and release date, big fan of. We kind of expected it when Xbox gave their release dates and the price. We knew PlayStation was going to be pretty close to it. And they're basically exactly on top of it. And PlayStation's going to absolutely dominate. Absolutely dominate.
I think so. I think a lot of people are going to go for the PS5 over the Xbox. We're going to get into it, but just for their exclusives.
Real quick though, the only thing where Xbox might crush it
Hmm.
is the what was it, the Series S, like that $300 one.
Oh, true. People might lean towards that.
I could see that being a potential, like that one selling out, like real quick, just because of the
True.
price,
You
and
got a
and
good point.
Santa building more Series S's than X's on the 25th, but we'll see. Time will tell. I'm thinking about getting a PlayStation 5.
Really?
Once one game comes out,
Oh,
and
true.
we can dive into it right now because they had a bunch of new games announced.
Here's the first one. God of War.
So this is going to be the only game that
You remember
I will
that leak I sent you a while ago? Was it close to this? Does it follow this trailer at all or no?
you hinted at it being a Thor versus Kratos kind of thing.
Yeah.
And but that was already kind of hinted at the end of the game. Spoiler alert for the new
Okay.
God of War.
Gotcha.
And and they announced we're getting it.
Okay.
And this is huge. I love the God of War series. It's my favorite series out there. Every game was just a 10. And the newest one on the PlayStation 4, I couldn't wait to buy and play. I loved every second of it. And then they come out saying on PlayStation 5, they're going to have God of War Ragnarok. Um, Rumor date sometime in 2021. I'm
I
okay if
know
this goes back to 2022.
it might get
I
delayed.
really am. Well, they just took so long on the last one,
Mm.
and it came out so great.
As long
So
as long as it's good, you can push it back. Is what you're saying?
I'm fine with it. They did it on the last one, so if they push it back again, delay it, I'm okay because they've already shown that they can push it back and still have it be unbelievable.
Mm.
But at the end scene of the most recent God of War, Thor comes to Kratos' house. So you kind of already see the battle coming up.
Yeah.
And then now we get it. A lot of people thought God of War was over after that one. They're keeping it rolling. They're keeping it going, which I'm really excited for because people love this game. And if you're an Xbox person, I feel so bad that you can't play these games. And I don't mean that in a negative way either. I honestly feel bad that you can't play these games because they're so good. The story is unbelievable,
Mm.
and it's just beautiful. Like this last one was beautifully done. It was great, and they added the kid too, and it just added an even better storyline. And like that's an entire new series that they can get into after the Kratos thing is over. So like the possibilities are endless with God of War. I'm so happy it's back because this will get me to buy the PlayStation 5.
True.
I'm buying it.
I would probably. Me too. I don't think I'm gonna pull the trigger up. I'm one of those. I'll do it late and wait till all the prices drop and everything. But I'm definitely gonna be tuning in. If you stream this or whoever, I'll definitely be watching it.
I just know the graphics going to be unbelievable,
Yeah.
and the story is going to be so good with Thor as the enemy and everything. It's going to be great. So stay tuned. 2021. Like I said, don't be surprised if it's pushed back to 2022. But this game's going to rock. This one might break a lot of records.
Hopefully.
Let's go to the next one. I'm actually really excited for this one too.
I'm glad that they're doing this.
So Spoiler alert, I have never seen a Harry Potter movie.
Wow. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I've seen some of the movies. Not
But I
all.
will say, them announcing a Harry Potter open world game is long overdue. And now we're finally getting it. It's called Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. All right. It's coming out. It's an open world style game. It's just a
It's a
matter
cool
of time
concept, you
before
know?
it's like a universe, like Star Wars universe,
Mm.
right? It's like bigger than just one thing. There's like so many options to do. Harry Potter kind of has its own thing, right? They have their Disney World, their Disneyland section down there. What's it called? I've never been there. I didn't go on vacations when I grew up. I just played video games.
He's funny because I've been to Florida so many times, but I only went to Disney World once, and that was with my friends. Like,
So they have like this like section in Disney World where you go down, you can drink like the butter beer or whatever it is that Harry Potter has.
yeah,
And it just has a giant following, has a giant universe. So I'm really glad that they're gonna start making an open world game like this. And I put this with Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings has such a big following and such a giant universe
true.
that you should just have a Lord of the Rings game. And I know you had the Shadow of War games that were pretty close, essentially the same thing as Lord of the Rings, but they weren't like officially Lord of the Rings, even though they were Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it only
But
followed like that one storyline to it.
you might get that with that Gollum game that's coming out though, but that's not exclusive. I think that's going to be across everything. Um, so like a Lord of the Rings and a Harry Potter like open world game, it's been long overdue.
Yeah,
It's been long overdue because it giant fan bases. Um, just about everybody loves them. I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Harry Potter. I don't hate Harry Potter. This game looks very interesting. Graphics look really good.
yeah.
So I think they did a really good job finally making a Harry Potter game. So big pogs when it comes to this. It looks dope. I think a lot of people are gonna buy this game.
I'm very curious to see how it is. Like, I'm curious to see how the open world is. I'm curious to see like the lobbies, the multiplayer, kind of campaigns, side missions. I probably won't buy into it, but I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Gotti, these are all games that PlayStation announced. I'm taking them as PlayStation exclusives just because they presented them all on that opening day that they had. Um, I believe I think there's a couple we have on here that are gonna go to PC. I like Resident Evil, I think that we're gonna get to. Um, but I believe all these are not on Xbox because they announced them with the opening. Let's get to the next one. Another good one that we're looking forward to.
Yes.
With a little spin, I would say. So, Spider-Man has a new game coming out. If you played the last one, it was very fun. It kind of reminds you of the Batman style games, but the spin on this one is it's not Peter Parker anymore. It's Spider-Man Miles Morales. And the thing I like about this the most, have you seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the Netflix? I don't think it was just Netflix, but
The movie. Yes, it was awesome. I love it.
it
Loved
was
it.
so good, right?
Loved it, bro. So like
So
everything was so good, dude.
unbelievable movie. I've probably seen it like 4 or 5 times just on Netflix. Just throw it in the background
Same.
and just jam out to it. Um, but he's taking over, and
As you
he's going to
should.
be the new character in the Spider-Man game, which is awesome. I think you're going to get a lot of kids playing this game more because I think there was a good connection with Miles in that Spideyverse movie as kind of like a kid thing, but also like adults really liked it too. So I think you're going to get a lot of people playing this game. And as long as they stick to that superhero kind of gameplay that we've seen in the Batman and the other Spider-Man one, you're going to have a great game here. Um, be, be, I just I loved everything about it. Spideyverse was such a good movie,
Mm-hmm.
and now that they're going to put him as the main character in the Spider-Man, I'm loving it even more. DJ Barbar, like the hip hop inspired music, I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a very like catchy, like very cool game to play. I'm loving everything about what I'm hearing with this game right now. I think it's gonna slap. I think it's gonna do very well. Uh, it should crush and put up big numbers.
I'm hyped for it.
All right, we're gonna hit on this one kind of quick.
Apologize in advance to all the major fan base out there.
Because all right, there's no way to put it. Final Fantasy 16 was announced. I've never played a second of a Final Fantasy game. Mendy, how many seconds have you played?
I think about zero, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're getting that out there. We've never played a Final Fantasy game.
Blame us all you want.
But we both acknowledge that this has like a serious following. I mean, there's been so many games made of Final Fantasy. It's been going on forever.
Like generations.
It has a giant following, so we wanted to mention it. I don't know what it is. It's something about the graphics of this game that just steer me away from it. Do you get that sense as well? Like
Uh,
it's like the character's hair that like really throws me off. I don't know. There's
it's
something
definitely
about
like
it.
big anime vibes, which I'm all in for, and Kingdom Hearts vibes as well. Kind of like more of like an adult version of Kingdom Hearts, which I'm also here for. So I don't think it's the graphics. I think it's more of the gameplay, like the style of it maybe. But it never really piqued my interest for some weird reason, and I kind of feel bad saying that, but it's out there.
If you are listening right now, whether we're live on Twitch or if you're listening or watching on YouTube and maybe Spotify later on, is this a game? Is Final Fantasy a game where you can dive in Final Fantasy 16 and not feel like you've missed 15 episodes leading up to the
That's
16th show?
That's another good point. I don't know. I don't know how
So
the story goes.
if anybody listening now or later on, throw it in the comment section. We'd love to know. It just seems like I've maybe missed too much. I actually think Craig really likes these games.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
So maybe that's something he can answer. I've never played it. The graphics they look fine. They look very updated. They look cool. You're right with the anime thing though. I think that's what throws me off. I'm not. I've never seen really anime except for Pokemon, if you can even call that anime. um, I don't know. It's just this is one game that never really caught my attention. But you make 16 freaking games of it. You're doing something right. You have a good following, and this is going to be coming out as well. Next one's really big. I think a lot of people are going to be excited for this one as well. We'll take that 16 number that we just talked about with Final Fantasy. We're going to cut it in half, and we're going to be talking about Resident Evil 8. Scheduled to be released in 2021. Now, the big thing here. So recently, we've only gotten remakes of Resident Evil games in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're getting a new Resident Evil.
Correct.
So my mind kind of goes to it's probably going to be that similar style of the remake, right? With the graphics and everything, but just an entire new chapter of the story.
Seems like it, yeah.
Which, from based off of the remakes that we've seen come out in the past couple of years, should dominate.
Definitely. I think the only complaint that they had was that it was too short. Like the campaign was too short. So as long as it's not like an 8-hour campaign, I think they're good for business.
All right. And I agree with you. Like, and we always hit it when we talked about the remakes coming out. They're saying it's not worth the money to buy up front because it's just too short of a game.
Unless if you have some type of multiplayer or co-op or something that's more than just a campaign, I'm not paying $60 for it unless.
Mendy, ready? Here's a solution. Resident Evil. Listen, I've given out
Battle
$1 billion
Royale
ideas.
Yeah, especially this podcast.
$1 billion ideas. Listen up.
Listening.
Put a zombie mode in it.
True.
Like World War Z or something like that.
Like a horde mode.
Put that in there, and then people will buy it. Give them something to do.
Mm-hmm.
After it Probably be nice and easy to
5%
do.
to
Ju-
our cause.
Just write it over to me. Stav
I get
e buckets.
2.5%.
Stav e buckets. But you're right. You just need something after the game's over, and that's what people do in Call of Duty. They do the campaign, then they have the multiplayers after.
Some people don't
Just
even play the campaign. They just go right to the multiplayer.
just give it. And it's probably going to be what, 70 or 80 bucks with these new games. They're probably going to be a little more expensive than 60. So give us a little something more. But with that being said, I bet this campaign rocks.
Yeah.
I really do. The remakes were so well done, and we're finally getting a new chapter. I think it's going to do really well. Interested to see how the Resident Evil community is going to accept it. But get ready, 2021. That's like 3 months away, which is crazy.
Yeah. Time freaking flies, man.
But it's coming. I'm excited for it. It should be good. And I think everybody's really excited for that one. This is a little different one.
And like a different, same scary, but different scary.
And the game that's coming out, Five Nights at Freddy. I've never heard about this game. I guess the first one came out in 2014.
It's been out. I haven't played the games either, but it's been out for a while, and there's a pretty strong fan base behind them.
So it's like a scary kids room kind of thing,
With
or an
like
arcade room
with like teddy bears and stuff.
and like it's very like Toy Story-ish, like just complete horror though. Like that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
I've only gone off just the trailer. Check out the trailer for the music because the music's really creepy, like when it's playing as well. I don't know why this game actually like they don't even show like gameplay of it really, but it just like it seems like a cool concept of like a little scary horror game that you can go around and have fun in.
Yeah.
And I know there is like a little like cult behind.
Yeah.
They call it like FNAF or something like that. Five Nights at
Five Nights at
Freddy
Freddy.
shortened. So I know there's like a little cult following with this game.
Yeah.
Um, I have no idea what it's about. It looks creepy. It looks like a little horror movie. I love horror movies. So for some reason, this just like jumped out at me as like something I'm interested in.
Maybe a little Stabby Buckets Friday night stream action.
All lights off.
Yeah.
Maybe put like the red LEDs on behind to like make it extra creepy.
Yeah. And you have to like blast the audio so you only hear.
That'd be tough. Tough as nails. We do have a couple more that we want to that they announced. We don't have any videos with them. We just want to get these out there. Mendy, did you know that Fortnite's coming to the new PlayStation 5?
Yeah, why'd they do that?
Breaking news. Fortnite. It's not just staying on PlayStation 4.
Oh, I mean, fooled me. I thought it was only going to stay with the current consoles now.
Betty, did you know Apex was coming to PlayStation 5 too? It's not just staying on PlayStation 4.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else? I think there was another one.
Oh, there's a couple. There's a couple more.
Earth-shattering news, says Jay Gotti.
But those are just breathtaking announcements that we needed everybody to get. We should have opened up with that.
Yes.
Is it just going to be updated like graphics? Like
I don't know. I was confused when they did that.
I feel like we would have bashed them if they didn't. So I think they were in a tough spot. Regardless, like they kind of have to announce it. It's so popular. They just have to throw it out there. But
I can just see all the little kids like, is there going to be Fortnite with the new PS5? Is there going to be Fortnite?
They didn't announce it though. But they didn't announce it. They just didn't. I don't
know if I should get the new PS5 because I don't know if Fortnite will be on it.
But nope, it's there. Fortnite and Apex coming to PlayStation 5.
Saved.
If anybody with common sense probably connected the dots that figured it wasn't just stopping. Gran Turismo 7's coming out. I haven't heard of a car racing game in a really long time. So it's kind of cool to see Gran Turismo still kicking into gear. with 7 coming out, Ratchet and Clank coming out, Sackboy, and this one's pretty interesting. A new Horizons game is coming out. This one's Horizon Forbidden West, which is going to be the newest Horizon installment. Um, Horizon Zero Dawn had great reviews,
Yeah,
absolutely dynamite reviews. So a new one of these coming out, I think, is really good. This game, to me, it's underrated.
definitely.
I because I haven't played it, but just the reviews that everybody you talk to that has played it, they're just like it's a must play game. And when you hear that from multiple people,
Yeah.
then you kind of start thinking like maybe I'm sleeping on this game. Um,
I'm definitely sleeping on it too.
so with a new one coming out, that might kick me to buying it and trying it out and finally jumping in. So look for that. Like I said, Zero Dawn, people loved it, and they're coming out with a new one, Horizon Forbidden West. I loved everything PlayStation did. The games that they threw out there, they gave you great trailers for it, bunch of information on the release dates. I think they did a really good job with just about every single announcement that they had. Um, so good job to PlayStation. They absolutely killed it last week. Um, and I think we can both agree. I think it's going to dominate when it comes to sales.
Definitely. Yeah, Barbar's hyped for it.
There's another source, another credible source, another credible source. I might have to check out the Horizon Forbidden West one because Zero Dawn looked great. People talked about it. I'll have to check it out. Big Pogs of PlayStation. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
The golf
All
cart.
right. Let's make fun of Twitch for a little bit.
Oh, I don't have anything for that, but yeah, we
just
talk
have our
about it.
beautiful faces for this one. All right. So, as some of you may have seen, and some of you may have not have seen, Twitch announced, and you're gonna hear me correct, for affiliate and partners midstream ads to viewers. Okay, so what this means is that say you're watching your favorite streamer, Mendy or myself, you're just tuning in, you're having a great time, you're getting a lot of laughs. Twitch just might throw up a random ad out of nowhere and just hit you with it right in the face. Pow.
If you're not subscribed.
Pow, right in the kisser. And just hit you with it. And people do not like this at all. It got very negative feedback on Twitter. A lot of people were going in. Mendy, what's just like your first initial reaction when you heard that they were doing this?
I didn't put much thought into it. It wasn't until I saw the backlash on Twitter I realized how big of a problem it was. Because originally I was like, all right, more ads. You know, I love ads, bro. Like, put more ads on my page. But then I realized, you know, if I'm streaming and if somebody's watching my stream and something really intense happens, or just me just talking in the middle of it and an ad pops up, that doesn't look good for me. The viewer's not going to enjoy that. It's not a good experience. And overall, I feel like it's just going to hurt both sides.
And so the thing I like about what the ads are currently is that you can control them. And you and I have gone back and forth in this, and this could change streamer to streamer. Say you go to the bathroom and you know you're going to be gone 30 seconds. There's no harm in throwing up a 30-second ad because you're going to be gone. Okay, there's no harm in doing it. That's
Yeah.
completely up to the streamer, though.
I'm for it.
I've run ads in the past. I sometimes I don't run ads.
I used to do it all the time, like as jokes, and now I haven't done it like on purpose in a really long time, and I feel like I should utilize it more.
It's a tool, but it's a tool that you should be able to be in power of.
Yeah.
Twitch should not be hold the rights to playing ads over your content. And what people are saying in chat, ads can ruin a new viewer coming in and leaving your stream.
Yeah.
Especially like say like you get rated into somebody.
I was just gonna mention that. I was talking.
Oh, that pisses me off so
I was
much.
talking to BLT, and he's like, I won't raid into somebody if I click onto their stream and I'm like already watching an ad or something like that. Because if you raid into some people, then those people could be stuck on an ad instead of watching the actual stream in itself, and that's not a good look either.
Yeah, because the streamer gets the notification and you're going bananas. You're just like, yo, what's up with the fat raid? So like they miss all that, right? So like you have to like, you know who does a really good job at this is Deuces. Deuces will sit there and like let it pause for 30 seconds because he has the mindset not to like lose his mind like I do. I just like
Or
I'm
me.
gaming, like dying. I'm just like, oh my god, bro! Like,
But it should be like that, you know. It should be an instant reaction. You shouldn't have to wait for an ad to play or something like that. It should just be all very natural, you know.
because I don't want to delay my natural reaction.
Yeah, neither do I. Of
I want everything to come like I want everything to just kind of roll, you know,
course.
because I want it to be real. I don't want it to be like a 30-second like 30 seconds yet. Is it? Yo, what's up? Like I'm not doing that. Like I just can't do that.
I'm there with you.
It's unfortunate and like you said, like what if you're playing a game and you're about to beat like a boss or something like that, like you're playing like God of War or something like that, you've been really struggling, or like Sekiro or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
where it takes 4 hours to beat one of the bosses in that,
Mm-hmm.
and you're about to beat that boss finally after grinding for 4 hours, and right before like you beat them, they throw an ad in, and then the streamer's going nuts. They were like, "Yo, it's 4 hours it took to beat that," and then everybody comes back and they're like, "We couldn't watch it. There was an ad."
Would suck. How would that work for clips too? Like if it,
Play the ad. Just like post on Instagram, yo, check out my sick ad that they played today. That'd be dope. That'd be sick. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
nerd.
No, there has to be a middle ground here somewhere. And
Well, mind you, they said they were testing it. It wasn't something that they're trying to push for. It's something that was like in the works, is what they were saying.
I would like them to eliminate the initial ad when you click onto someone's page that's new.
Yeah.
I think that should go right away.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch an ad, especially of an affiliate. I don't think an affiliate or someone going for affiliate.
I need those pennies and nickels, bro. Every penny counts.
If they're a partner, sure, I get it. They're literally working with Twitch.
Yeah.
They're partnered with Twitch. Give me an ad. I know what I'm expecting when I go to a partnered streamer's stream.
Yeah.
But for an affiliate, I just feel bad because like that's gonna alter my view on this person's stream. I'm just like, damn, I have to wait 30 seconds for an ad. Maybe I'll just click out and not go into the person's stream.
It's funny when you say it out loud, like 30 seconds, big deal. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to waste that time either. Like if I see an ad, I instantly want to click away. Even
like
if
you
it
might
is only
just go
30
into
seconds.
somebody else's stream that you're sub to just so you can get instant action, you know?
Of course.
And it's not fair to the people grinding for affiliate or the affiliates.
Yeah, it's not helping them out.
So if you're on a partnered stream, sure, give me all the ads you want. It's fine. Whatever you want. I'm cool with that. But the affiliates and the non-affiliates, there should be no instant ads right away. Or maybe even make it, I don't want to say mandatory, but have the streamer run ads if they can. You know, if you are going to be going into the other room for a second, run an ad, or maybe you have to fill like a quota or something like. I don't know what the middle ground could be, but there's a way that it can be a win-win for everybody, for Twitch and for the streamers as well. There has to be a middle ground. Has to be a middle ground somewhere.
I'm sure they'll find it. I'm sure they'll find it. Big Gotti's got a good point too with the instant gratification. Even if it is 30 seconds, I'm probably going to be clicking away from that. I'm going to go somewhere else.
Or what if you did like I mean, sports were going through this last year. They started advertising during the game, whether they put a company's logo on their jersey, or it was
McDonald's,
like,
Adidas.
Golf does this a lot.
You want to give me some gear? I'll wear it on my stream. We'll do that.
Golf does this a lot. They don't cut away to commercials anymore like their majors.
They do like the picture-in-picture, right?
They do half the screens the golf with the golfers
But it's
walking up
that's
to the
more of like
ball.
an intermission when they do that. It's not like when something big's about to happen, right?
Yes, but it's still like half's commercial, half is just the downtime.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I actually
But
prefer that.
give us that. I think
Yeah,
that's a good middle ground
definitely.
where you're still watching the stream and
And
that's the focus, but at least an ad comes in that you can see it and be like, "Oh, I do love Reese's, man."
I do see that on Twitch sometimes where the main box will be the ad, and then on the top right corner of where the
Yeah,
Twitch
no,
box would be.
that's too small. That's too small.
I'm okay with that. If it's an intermission type thing, I'm okay with that. If
Yeah,
it
but like how do they know when it's the intermission? Again, it could
Yeah,
be like
yeah.
at the final boss.
True, true, true. Very true.
So if it's half and half, I'm cool. Or make the logo, put the sponsor in that little tiny thing, and run it all freaking day.
Make the ad the yeah, that's
Give
true.
it to me all day. Throw it in the corner. I don't care.
That's a good point. I'm
Give it
for
to me
that
all
too.
day.
Or throw it in their chat. Throw it like just a link. Hey, here's a paid advertisement from McDonald's. You can buy this, and that today. I'm there for that too. Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's a good middle ground. Make it the smaller one. Maybe do more of the ads, but smaller. Don't make it the other way around. Don't make it a giant ad with the streamer's content being small. Let's focus on the streamer here. There's a good way that you can still promote all your side projects that you have going on Twitch. I think that's a good middle ground there.
Here.
All right, Mendy, we've been talking about this for weeks. Let's get into it. It's your time to shine.
Oh, let me go over to the scene.
We're talking Rocket League.
Can you say it one time? Can you say the big phrase one time?
This is Rocket League.
Finally.
The updates here. We've been talking about it for a couple weeks now. It's been quiet. But it's here. It's here to stay. And Mendy being a Rocket League expert, we're gonna do a little Q&A with Mr. Menderson about what is going on. So, Mr. Mendy.
Yes, sir. Stavy Bucket. What's your
All right,
question?
Stav, Good Game Report Press. Would like to know what happened in this update.
A lot of things happened. A while now, they've been teasing free to play, so that means anyone can download, just about anywhere but mobile can download Rocket League and play it for free, and it's through your Epic account, and you can make a primary account. So let's say, for me, an example, I have Rocket League on 3 different systems. Yes, I have it on Switch, Xbox, PC. Bought it on all of them. I love Rocket League. I talk about Rocket League almost every podcast somehow. You could choose a primary account. So I had a lot of the stuff that I had on was from my Xbox account. So I now finally can use my Xbox primary account on all my other systems. And what's the term? Cross progression. You can now have all of your items into one account. Instead, it was separate. I can only have certain things on my Switch, certain things on my PC. Xbox. Now I can switch the primary account to which one I want. And I can go throughout all the platforms, which is awesome. So that was a huge update.
was that was the biggest update they did, right? I think that's what most people were excited about.
Yeah, it was, but it took them a little while to get the free to play one going. I mean, this game was only $20 too, so.
I mean, you of all people have gotten your money's worth.
I guess.
Is there any update to the gameplay itself, or any rumors that you hear might be coming? Well, hold on.
Okay.
What? We'll get to that eventually. We'll get to the epic stuff eventually.
Okay.
Any update in the gameplay?
Not really. I don't think so. They added like more of a incentive to tournaments, but the gameplay itself is the same. The game modes are the same. They added like a little extra thing to the tournaments where they try to get more people involved in that, like create their own tournaments. And now they have their, similar to what Fortnite would do with their kind of tournaments. You would like sign in and like register for their like whatever they have going on, like the event. They're trying to do that with tournaments now, which is really cool.
So I think that stems back to Epic's kind of plan with games. But um,
It's
what
the
do you
same game. It's the same game.
what do you like most about the update? Is it that you have all your stuff that you used that you played with on Xbox?
That and I do want other like more people to play. I want new people to play it. I want the fan base to get even larger. So free to play means all these scrubs are coming in. I can just squash them now. But whoa, Jake Gotti, thank you for the
Jay
5 subs. Thank you
5
so
gifted
much.
subs. Thank you so much. And Jay Gotti is heading back to the job. Jay Gotti, thank you for chilling. Appreciate it. And thank you for the 5 gifted.
Oh, you're good,
You can
fam. You can
interrupt anytime.
yeah, you can.
You can interrupt anytime, baby.
uh,
Uh,
Back to your
so
question of what
yeah,
would I like the most? That I can now have all my items in one basket.
and I remember watching you last week, and you have like different like goal celebrations, and
Hmm.
everybody like you were playing with party scientist Jules at the time. He was like, "Oh, where'd that come from?" And be like, "Well, I had this on my Xbox account, and I just couldn't." And it was like you watched a tournament or something like that, and you
Oh,
unlocked like the goal celebration.
yeah, if you watch RLCS on their Twitch page, which is their championship league, uh, like every couple of hours they give out free items. So as long as you link your account, you can get free items while watching their championship games. But I would stop doing it because it was linked to my Xbox account and I played on PC, so it didn't matter if I watched it. But now it does matter because I could put all of my eggs in one basket.
I I like that because I know you and Scoot switched over from Xbox, and now that you guys are both really happy now that you have everything back,
Well,
and
imagine this with Fortnite. Like, so you originally played on PS4, and you buy the battle passes for the PS4, and then you switched over to your computer. So all the money that you spent on your PS4, it doesn't translate over to the PC. Oh, this is how originally it was with Rocket League.
no, I got everything on Fortnite when I switched over.
Yeah, so you didn't get that when you did that with Rocket League. You have to buy the game again, and then if you want that other stuff that you originally had from your first account, you have to buy all that stuff again.
Yeah, that's a major buzzkill. I'm happy they did that, especially for the community.
Mm-hmm.
I because I know 2 people that happened to, which means it's happened to probably thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people out there who switched over to PC from their Xboxes or PlayStations. So I'm happy they did that. What do you not like about the update?
I don't think there's nothing that I don't like.
There's one thing you don't like. Come on, think about it.
I don't know what it is.
When you finish a game, you can't go
Oh,
straight into another game.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to mention it because they actually, with the free to play update, they actually just changed it
They got
to.
rid of it.
Yeah, they got rid of that.
Huge for them.
The first update, they did this weird thing where whenever you played a game, they made you go back to the menu and like go re-navigate through the same mode that you're already playing. But they dropped that with the free to play update, and we're good now. We're Gucci, fam. We're good.
Did they hear negative feedback about it? Is that why they fixed it so quickly?
There was a post on Reddit, and it just was blew up on the page, so it was right in front of their faces. And I think they responded back. Actually, the response was something along the lines of, "The reason why we did it is because when new players come in and play, they get to see all these game modes instead of the same one that they're currently in. So we want to encourage them to see all these other game modes." And the OG Rocket Leaguers are like, "You think we care? You think we care about these new people?"
Who cares?
So it was a silly thing to do. I'm happy that they responded back, and I mean that is a legitimate what they said was, I believe, to be true. But I'm glad that they stopped doing that. It's ridiculous.
That's a good job by them. That's a good job.
So
Um,
they're obviously thinking, and they're obviously thinking about the new players, and it's not just we want to make the OG players happy. They want to make everyone happy.
what happened with Steam? Is there any issues with Steam and people that bought it on Steam?
So I was kind of curious about that because, like we were talking about before, I had to re-download all my games. So I was thinking to myself, do I have to now download it through Epic Store? Like I bought it through Steam, but can I not download it through the Steam store anymore? So I was able to download it through the Steam store. I had no problems with connecting my account and all my other accounts. It was actually pretty easy. It was kind of weird how easy it was. I felt like there should have been a hiccup somewhere, and for me, I didn't have any problems.
All right, so can you still get it on Steam and you just connect your Epic account to it?
Yeah, it's pretty much all through your Epic's account.
But you can also get it through Epic, right?
Yeah. I think so. If you already got it on Steam, you can still download it and play it on Steam. But for the new people, I don't think you can download it on Steam anymore. I think it has to be through the Epic Store. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty darn sure you have to do it through Epic.
Yeah, if you're getting it new, and this is nothing against Steam, just get it on Epic. Super easy. Just go into your Epic stuff, open it up.
I hear people don't really like going through the Epic Game Store. I haven't had any problems with it personally, but I know some people aren't a fan of it.
Yeah, people are pretty sus about Epic, and
In general.
I've never had, and I've logged a lot of hours in on the Epic with the amount of Fortnite that I've played. Never had an issue. But let's hit on Epic real quick because Epic, as we mentioned, has had a lot of backlash from people in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worried about Epic now being in control of Rocket League?
Nah, I could care less. I could care less. Everybody gives Epic a bad rep because of Fortnite. Like, oh, that game's so bad, they're gonna ruin my Rocket League. They haven't done anything. Okay. I shouldn't say they haven't done anything because people were pretty pissed off about the crates and changing it into blueprints. But we got over that hump. We're fine, people. We can get through that. The game itself is the same. I'm fine with Epic doing. They let everybody play it for free. They let all of our accounts join into one. They're here for us. They're trying to help us out. I know. Like we think Epic and Fortnite. Who cares? Yes.
Epic did a great job with Fortnite for a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
For a year and a half. True. So are you trying? Are you trying to say that it's good now, but later it could be something else?
If we've seen anything from Epic, they'll do anything to partner with anybody. If the cash is coming in, they'll implement into the game somehow. Whether that's Marvel skins for cars.
I'm for it, man. As long as the traditional 3v3 game is the same and the mechanics are the same, they can do whatever wacky car decal stuff that they want. But I would be very surprised if they changed the game in any such way.
Ready, here it is. New game mode. Marvel game mode. And you can pick up what's that random one that has like what's the one that has like the tornado?
Rumble.
It's gonna be a Marvel Rumble.
But if that's a separate game mode in itself, that's fine. If they take out the original game, huge issue. But I'm telling you right now, they're not gonna do that. If they make it if they want to do all their wacky, crazy money making stuff through different game modes that's separate from the original game, the core game, it's fine. It's okay.
Mendy, they always made Fortnite different game modes, but then they still kept messing with the original one, which was just wait until mechs just drop in the middle of your match. You're gonna be pissed.
These are two different things that you're comparing to. There's a game that they made that they can do whatever the heck they want with it, and then there's a game that they picked up that's already been made and already has its foundational roots to it. You can't change Rocket League, man.
Just worried about you guys. Just worried.
I appreciate the concern, and I just feel like Epic has a really bad rep, and what they're doing with Rocket League now is great, and we should be thanking them for it. Down the road, we'll have another discussion and see how things go. But I have high hopes.
Get ready for live events.
I'm cool with that. We can have live events. I'm with it. As long as they keep the game to what it is in its own game mode, we're fine, fam. We're Gucci.
Let's talk in 2 years. Let's talk in 2 years.
Fair enough.
I'm happy for everybody in the Rocket League community, though. that this is good. This is good. I hope Epic does exactly that. Rocket League is the kind of game, literally just don't touch it. Let it be what it is. Do any funky stuff on the side. Do your Marvel power ups, your Batman power ups, whatever you want to do. Okay. Give Marvel skins if you want to change the cars up. Do whatever you got to do. Just don't touch the game. Don't touch it. You'll be fine.
Let it go.
Let's talk about TikTok.
Here.
All right. So the thing with TikTok, first off, this is not going to be political whatsoever. It's strictly going to be framed about how TikTok, um, the current state of TikTok, and how content creators and streamers use the platform. Okay, but we do want to kind of let everybody know what is going on. Initially, when we had this planned, we had it going for Sunday, which is when it was announced that it was going to be banned from being downloaded effective on Sunday, which was the 20th. Um, New stuff has happened since then involving the United States government, the Chinese government, and a couple big companies in the US partially taking control. There's a lot of back and forth. Our companies are saying one thing, their companies are saying another. So there's a lot going on there. So it potentially could be saved, but as of now, nothing is hashed out and the ban has just been delayed. So it's not banned currently. Um, so to be determined on exactly what happens. We had this on Talk for Sunday when it looked like it was going to be banned, but like I said, Walmart and I believe it was Oracle jumped in, but now they're trying to hash out a deal between our government and their government. A lot going on in the background. But one thing that we can talk about is the popularity of TikTok and streamers and content creators using this platform to grow their brand. Okay. Um, Mendy, you've been saying this for a long time, right? You love TikTok.
I love TikTok.
I don't personally have TikTok. I tried using it for a little bit.
Slept on it, fam. You could have been TikTok famous by now.
I know I just like ran out of ideas to do for starting
That's the
streams.
beauty of it. It can be anything. It can be clips from your own Instagram.
I know, but like a lot of like people like make like original content and
Yeah, and that seems to have more traction to it.
it does like you do like the cutscenes just like over here it's just like bro let's go play Apex and then it's just like third party says no like something like silly like that, right?
True.
uh
True.
but I have seen and I've probably talked to you. I know I've talked to a couple people about this. A couple people really blow up from TikTok. Even one person in the Good Game Report Discord community, Deadly Dill, he's been crushing TikTok recently, and I've seen his stream he's now in the 30 to 40 range just about every time I watch him stream. And you know, he grinded the TikTok. I love his content that he puts out there. Like very positive energy and funny stuff. And he's being rewarded for it. And there was another streamer from the Boston area. Um, he's been streaming for the past 2 to 3 weeks, over 500 people in the stream.
Wow.
Um, and we met each other through Twitter. We ended up like I don't even know if he followed me. I followed him. Went to a stream a couple times. He was around 5 to 10, probably like 3 4 months ago, and it started to creep up. And now he's been over 500 for the past couple weeks, which is just nuts to see. He's got over 1 million followers on TikTok. He did some YouTube videos as well, so he literally put the work in. And I mean, you can't. You just have to be impressed. If you grind that hard, success should be rewarded, and it's being rewarded right now. So those are just two
That.
instances I've seen where TikTok has helped people out greatly, changed their lives. 500 viewers a stream, that's a full-time job right there.
Stop. You sound like a changed man. A man that's been moved. Before, if we had this conversation, you would have said TikTok is stupid. Now you're saying
I declare I have seen the power, and I declare that it is. Hey, if you put the time in, whether it's YouTube or TikTok, and you produce good content, I want you to be rewarded. Same thing if you grind Twitch, and you create good content, you should be rewarded.
Hmm.
And these are just a couple examples that I've seen of people being rewarded. So Pogs, especially to Deadly Dill, who's a friend of the podcast, friend of the GGR. Very happy for you. And if this goes, where do these people go now? I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can link your Instagram and your YouTube account, but just like most things, it's difficult to get one person over to another platform.
sure.
So where are they gonna go? Instagram has their stories. I I think as of right now, it's not toppling over TikTok. But if TikTok drops, then Instagram, not what's it called? Instagram, is it
The real,
stories?
it's
Reels,
real.
reels. I'm sorry, reels. Yeah, I think Instagram Reels will outshine when TikTok drops. So people that did everything they did TikTok, they're probably just gonna send it over to Instagram, or another app comes out of nowhere and that dominates.
Yeah, if this does fall through, it's still on the fence, even with the U.S. companies going through. There's going to be a U.S. company that creates basically the same exact thing. They'll call it like Tactic or whatever, something stupid. It'll be the same thing. They'll get sued, but they'll make sure that they have enough power and wiggle room to get out of the way.
Hmm.
But if it's banned in the United States, they'll come out with a U.S. version, um, and people will have it back. But then you'll have to regrow and do it all over again, which sucks. Um, I always go to YouTube. I think YouTube is it's hard and it takes a lot more time to edit videos and everything. Where TikTok didn't probably take that long to edit stuff.
I think the
Uh,
funnier videos are the ones that have like a great story to it, but the editing and like you could tell they didn't have a lot of resources, but they had the creativity was there. So even though they had like a horrible backdrop or like a horrible costume, like as long as they're good at acting and the story was good, I think that made it even better.
to me, it's just like a dumbed down YouTube video
Yeah,
where
yeah, and I
you
think that's what makes it funnier because they accept it. That's what it is.
if something new comes out or TikTok comes back, like confirmed is coming back, I'm in. I might re-download it and try to pick up and be late to the party. Um, but I really just hope for content creators out there that they find a way to do this and work something out, or they come up with something new really quickly. Because
Or the
it'd be a
most we ever
shame if
had stopped talking about TikTok.
well, I mean, you grind and you get over 1 million followers. It would suck just to lose it
Mm.
over spying or I don't
It
know.
hurts. It hurts the creators that are on it. I agree with you.
So let's stay tuned. We'll keep people updated the more that comes out, but that's where we stand right now with TikTok. Let's do a couple quick scopes. Let's do a couple quick scopes.
I have here IKEA, or did you hit something else lined up?
Fall Guys.
Well, guys, here it is.
Fall Guys.
Rip. I should. This
Yes.
is a good conversation for. We should try to carry this on to the next. We'll see. We'll see
Let's
how it
do this one
stacks
at
up.
the end. We'll do this one at the end, and we'll push the bottom one out.
Okay. So which one was that?
So we'll do IKEA right now.
Okay, let's bang it out.
Because we'll go into Fall Guys a little bit at the end. We'll close out on Fall Guys.
Okay.
So you're probably sitting down right now watching this.
On your
It
lake
might be an
house chair.
IKEA chair.
Might be a lake
Um,
house chair.
so Mendy sent me this thing. It just said IKEA is partnering with ASUS to create gaming furniture. And I initially thought, oh, this doesn't really mean anything. Who cares? But then I realized I have everything just about from IKEA. And if I start buying gaming stuff, I'll probably look at IKEA first if they have a gaming section. So I think this is like it's just too easy of like a connection. Like, why hasn't this happened before?
Yeah, true.
And I mean, good for IKEA, good for ASUS for doing this. It's an easy partnership. Uh, don't know why it didn't come sooner. IKEA usually has pretty affordable stuff. I don't expect to see anything like through the roof. I expect to see good prices and comfort. And as always, you'll be assembling it, whether it's a desk, chair, whatever you get, you'll assemble it. They'll give you instructions and terrible screwdrivers to screw everything in place. But this is just too easy, right? Just like IKEA should have gaming stuff at this point.
Yeah, why not? I feel like all companies should.
There's no harm. There's no harm. And what is it? Just having gaming chairs and gaming desks?
Yeah, and I'm here for it. I think that's really cool.
Because when I was looking for a new desk, I went to IKEA first, and they had like these giant desks. And I just wanted literally a table, like a kitchen table, because that's what I had. I loved it. It's open at the bottom. So if IKEA is just going to throw these kind of desks in front of my face now, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Thrown in my face.
I don't know the expectancy of the timeline here, but just kind of cool to see, gaming now being recognized by furniture companies as its own little genre. It's like, all right, you're gonna do the man cave downstairs, the kitchen, living room, your streaming room. We're gonna get it now. We're gonna get it now. All right, let's hit on Nvidia real quick.
Yes.
It won't be as quick as it's selling out, but we'll hit on it real quick. The 3080, which we talked about before, when it was announced, was released last week, and it was gone faster than Nicolas Cage and gone in 60 seconds. It was literally out the door. People loved it. People wanted more of it. They couldn't get it. I don't know how people got their hands on it. It was.
It was. I heard like 15 seconds, and then I also heard that once it went live, it instantly went out of stock. So I was like, how did that happen? But I did a little bit of a follow up. I saw an article stuff, and it said that they're investigating into seeing who did buy all of the graphics card, and they're blaming that a bunch of like there are bots that sold them out right away, and that's what happened. So they're looking into it and seeing if it was bots, and if it were bots, then they're gonna cancel those orders and hopefully give it to the people, like the real people, like people that actually are trying to get it.
Oh, so people have to get in line again online, and then more bots will buy it.
In theory, yeah.
Excellent. Sounds like, and people, people probably threw 100 or something like that, whatever they could afford, into their little queue, and are planning on just reselling these on the third market. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's probably from mining for like Bitcoin mining as well. But a lot of people want to get their hands on this. I mean, I want to get my hand. Maybe I kind of want to get the lowest, the least expensive one. To be honest,
one,
yeah,
3070.
I kind of want to get it.
I'm interested to see what happens with those. So the 3070 is coming out a little later on. 3090 is going to come out. That's the more expensive one. What was that? That was close to $500, right?
Yeah,
400, $500.
Yeah,
I think that's going to sell out too.
I think they all are, man. I mean, the performance and the prices are insane.
Go faster than 3080 did.
I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, they have a better chance of like regulating this sort of thing.
But people are all up in arms about these. I'm telling you, and it's crazy to think because there's literally nothing wrong with like the 20 series that just about everybody's using right now.
Well, mind you, I have like the 10 something. Like I have a pretty old graphics card. So to me, this is like perfect.
If you're in the 10 series, you definitely need an upgrade.
Yeah.
If you're in the 20s, you can stay pat for a little bit. You're good.
Yeah,
Wait until it cools off, and you could probably do an update. But if you're in the 10 series, then for sure you should probably definitely look into it. And that's just me being honest. It's time for an upgrade. It's like when you have the iPhone 7 and the 8 comes out, you're like, the 7's still pretty good.
Yeah, you're fine.
And then the 9 comes out, you're like, all right, maybe I should look into upgrading a little bit here.
Yeah.
One person I was listening to while they were talking about the Nvidia cards was our good friend Ninja. So to start everything off, I was interested because Ninja was streaming Fortnite, and I haven't seen Ninja play Fortnite in a really long time.
Same.
So he was playing Fortnite. I was like, all right, I'm gonna check this out. He's playing with Cypher. I love if I do watch Fortnite, I watch Cypher play because he tells it how it is. He talks bad about
He
the game,
complains about it all the time, but he still plays it.
but he talks good about the game as well. Like when they do good stuff, like he'll give it to you both ways, and he's really good at the game. Um, Kind of a little bit nerdy when it comes to things, but I think that's what I kind of like about him because he breaks down like how this gun's better and like the rate of this stuff. So very nerdy Fortnite guy, but very good, is entertaining, but was playing with Ninja. Um, and they were talking about the Nvidia graphics cards, and Cypher was like, "Yeah, my people got one for me." Ninja was like, "Well, maybe if I have enough pull, I can get one too." And so I was like, "Ugh, so cringe." But um, it's interesting because we were talking about this before the show. Ninja rebranded right in front of our eyes, taking this time off. And maybe I missed it when he went to Mixer, um, but he has just completely rebranded himself. And it's not the same Ninja that was playing Fortnite on Twitch before because he's swearing and he's doing all these things,
Doing
which,
naughty things.
which I don't mind. He's not Ninja Hyper, but he's not the Ninja that was there before. So like him transitioning off of Fortnite might have been a blessing because I feel like now he's able to kind of be more of himself when he's gaming, which he started transitioning to a little bit when he was still playing Fortnite, um, when he was previously on Twitch. But I mean, I'm happy he's able to be himself a little bit more because I feel like he was a little strung up and compiled into being a PG streamer, a
Hmm.
family friendly streamer. So it is good to hear him like swear and just be a regular dude and a regular bro. But at the same time, it's just like, dude, you built up this entire industry off of being family friendly and everything. And all of a sudden you switch it after, a couple checks come your way. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
I don't. I'm not in that position, or I haven't been in the position that he's been in, so I can't really talk much about it. But I feel like I understand where he's coming from, and wow, he wanted to be family friendly, and now he's like, I'm in a position where it doesn't really matter so much that if I am family friendly, whatever to me, whatever, Ninja, I'm over you.
I just keep it a buck. I've always been this route. I've always felt like it was a little fake with the family friendliness based off of just like some things he said, like it come out
Yeah,
like midstream, talk about like male genitalia or something like that, like out of nowhere. And just like that's not too family friendly. I always just felt there was this other side that was waiting to come out.
seems like
And
it's coming out now.
yeah, but like I'm happy, and he kind of did it without anybody noticing. But we've been talking about it just about every Sunday, so to me, I noticed it,
So,
and I'm happy. I'm happy he can be himself. I just want to know when it changed because I was watching him do the Fortnite Ninja Royale thing, and he was casting it with a couple of the other Fortnite pro casters. And he's swearing and everything on this cast. And I thought that was very interesting, being a professional caster,
yeah.
uh, like swearing and not being very professional when it comes to language. And that's when I really noticed it. I was like, all right, he's full back into it. So I thought that was weird. And like another thing that like it's crazy, like Fortnite made a skin with him, and then he just like left Fortnite,
Yeah, but I think even you would want to leave Fortnite in that position.
and then he does like Fortnite Ninja Royales, and then he leaves Fortnite for Valorant, and then he stopped streaming for 2 months after Fortnite's done all these things.
Well, it took him a while. It wasn't like an instant thing. It only took him like over a year for them to give him a skin. They should have done that a while ago.
I'll always congratulate him on the business he runs. Um, it's just like I'm kind of seeing beyond it, and I can see through some of the stuff. I can see through the screen a little bit. I'm happy he's having fun. It seems like he's having fun. He's loving Valorant. He's loving Among Us. He's loving Fall Guys. He had fun playing Fortnite. I'm happy. I like him casting too because he is a personality. He switches it up. The language could be cleared up a little bit if you're casting. But I'm happy to see him on it because he knows what he's talking about in Fortnite. And those tournaments are really fun to watch. You can hate Fortnite as much as you want, but the Fortnite tournaments, there's so much good competition. It's so crazy at the final circle. It's very entertaining to watch, and he's good. He did a good job casting it. So I hope he does more. I really do. All right, let's close up with some Fall Guys stuff here.
Stop. I wanna call an audible right now.
Audible it up.
I have a crazy idea, and you're either gonna hate it or love it.
Go nuts.
I'm gonna show the lovely Fall Guys is dead. Rip Fall Guys, and I'm gonna say we ran out of time. But tune into next podcast, and we will discuss. We never had like a to be continued. We never had like a little teaser for the next podcast. So just this maybe this could be like a new thing we do on the podcast where we show like a really hot topic, and then we'd make them wait next week. What do you think?
Tune in next week for. Yeah, sure. We could throw it onto the thing next week. It'll give it more time to die out. So yeah,
the conversation for it to die out, or the game to die out.
The game to die out even more.
We'll see. Well, I want like we never gave like a little tease into the next podcast.
No, tease them, Daddy.
Let's tease them. Let's tease them.
They're tease. So tune in next week. We'll hit on Fall Guys. And much more. Oh, Yvonne's even pissed. Oh, we got Yvonne. Yvonne's in the trap.
Yep. You gotta wait next week for the discussion, Yvonne. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Yvonne. Happens like that. All right, Mendy, you got any? We'll close out with some plugs. You got any plugs?
Shout out to all my ears, and thank you for everyone that reached out to me about the PC problem, and just keep in touch. Means a lot to me. I was kind of going through a mental breakdown over the weekend, so just people checking in, and even you, Stav, appreciate it. It was quite the roller coaster, so thank you. I'm going to be streaming soon. Just about everything's gearing up, ready to go, and
my plugs, big shout out to all the moderators in the GGR community, welcoming in all the new members. You guys are crushing it. All the people that are putting on the shows Monday afternoon, Monday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday afternoons, Friday nights. Big pogs to everybody. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Keep it up. GGR loves it. And the moderators, not most of them aren't on any of the shows, but they're the people behind the scenes in the Discord doing a great job. Directing everybody and making sure everybody's kind of staying in line. So big shout out to all the GGR moderators out there. We thank you. Thank you for holding it down. Thank you for continuing the conversation. Thank you for the hype on all the channels and the shows that go on live on the GGR page. Yep. Next week, Fall Guys. Tune in. Everybody who came out tonight, thank you very much. Jay Gotti with the 5 gifted.
Yes,
I saw Rhino gift one earlier in the night. Thank you very much for that. If you were in chat all day and checked out the show live, thank you very much. If you listened to it and you watched it, thank you as well. Had a great time. Glad we can get this one in, Mendy.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry about the delay and all that, but thank you, Stav, for letting us do this tonight. Appreciate it.
And thank you again, everybody, for listening and hanging out. We greatly appreciate it. It's a lot of fun doing these things. That's all I got. Stav signing off.
Fall Guys next week.
Stay tuned. To be continued.
Yeah.
Year.
In a year.